213. I am Jason.
I'm Mish.
Mish is sitting here as well. And on today's show, our topic is
Office and productivity programs.
Exactly. We will also have some tech news that we're going to highlight in the first part of the show. But first, our website is smc.io. We are the Stone Mountain Consultants. That's short for Stone Mountain Consultants.io, which is kind of a cool way of saying input-output in computer lingo.
It's true.
On our website, you will see a whole bunch of stuff, including our links to our social media pages, such as Facebook, Twitter, Google+. We're on YouTube as well. The nice thing about YouTube is if you join or subscribe to our channel, that is, once we upload these shows to YouTube, you'll get notified via an email that, for example, Stone Mountain Consultants has uploaded a video, and you can watch it. And then you can watch it anytime you want on your phone or in the car, or even stream it. Especially since it is an audio show, nothing for you to watch except a nice, pretty picture. We do another show on Sundays at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, which is the Tech Club.
Yes. On
the Public Broadcasting Network, which is a little early for most folks. So again, if you subscribe to that channel, you'll get emailed when that show is uploaded. Oh, let's see. You have a phone number, I believe, for call-ins.
Yes. It is 818-739-8894.
And, of course, you can always email us at help@smc.io. That is on our website as well, including the phone number to call us, or snail mail. So there's multiple ways for you to access us.
Super true.
You and me and you.
We and you?
Help me to help you. Help me to help you.
Exactly. So let's do some news.
Oh, and also on our website there's a section called Shows that if you click on Shows, it's our show notes.
Yes.
Our internet's kind of giving us a hissy fit right now, but if you click on Shows and then click on, for example, today's shows, all of the websites or show notes basically for today's show or our previous shows as well too. You also have links there to view. You'll be able to view our. You can download the videos, the audio portions, and load them into your media player if you want, or even direct link to YouTube once that's up.
Yes, sir.
So that's our intro. Tech news is, as I will start since Jason's still loading. Yes, I am.
Yes. Okay. The people may know or may not know that the reason why your most people's phones are $200, you buy a new phone, $200, because it's subsidized. Basically, they will pay for a certain amount of it because they give you your contract is extended or whatnot. So you're actually paying more. Well, it looks like the subsidies will be ending, so you probably will have to be buying any new phones pretty much outright. So, like your iPhone 5, 16 gigabyte is actually $649. So, bye-bye.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
Correct.
Because when you buy your phone outright, you're not usually you shouldn't be putting or signing a, for example, 2-year contract with the cell phone company.
Which is, let me bring up a calculator. Let's see, most people's is what, about $100 a month?
Average for a smartphone, yeah, it's $100 a month.
$100 a month, and let's say times there's 12 months in a year. That's $1,200 a year. Times most of them are 2 to 3 year contracts, I'd say. Let's say
2 years, yep.
So say a 3-year contract is $3,600. That phone and that service costed you. Ow! So they're getting their money's worth. So by them ending the subsidies means that you have to buy that phone first, then you just have to get the service, which actually is a good thing. Yes, you have to buy it initially first, but once you bought it, it's yours. You can it should be unlocked. You should be able to take it say AT&T's being a complete poo-poo heads, you can say, oh, I'm going to go over to Straight Talk, or I'm going to go over to Verizon, or whatever. So it's good. They're pretty much doing it because they people keep on canceling and whatnot.
Right, and also
they're all that money initially.
Right, that's a heavy toll on their
on their little
profits.
Exactly, because they will have to make profit.
Now, one thing that's not on our website just yet, but I will be adding, but basically Google knows when you're home. It's called Google Now. It was developed, during yesterday's Google I/O conference for developers in San Francisco. Google Now was announced basically the voice recognition search product, which will soon be available on your desktop computer and will network seamlessly with mobile devices. Now, the title is gotten from Google Now enables users to perform internet searches by speaking to their computers, but it also allows Google to provide both time and location-specific reminders. It basically functions via GPS technology. For example, you can, from your desktop at work, tell Google Now, remind me to take out the garbage when I get home. And when it senses through your smartphone that you are back home, Google Now will send you a reminder. Scary.
Yeah. Because what if there's a reminder that you don't want somebody to know, or then all of a sudden now they know exactly everything you do. I mean, well, you went to your Google Glasses anyway, so there you go.
Right.
Right.
And then lastly, BlackBerry on Tuesday unveiled the Q5, which is actually a lower cost, brightly colored smartphone, which is actually aimed at emerging markets. Now, it doesn't give specific prices. Of course, it's going to be depending on the local market that it's in. But the Q10, which is the newest model, is going to be coming to America soon through Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint. Now, this is where T-Mobile will offer the Q10 for $580 without any financing options starting in June. We kind of mentioned that. Sprint just said they will be available. Verizon said it will start accepting Q10 pre-orders in the coming weeks. No mention of AT&T. And of course, the Q10 is the latest phone, along with the Z10, running BlackBerry 10, which is the newest operating system, which a lot of folks have said, yeah, it is nice. The typing is probably the best feature of it, but it's not going to be a iPhone killer.
Yeah. Although they still make money, so you can't. It's not like they're just like, oh, we have no customers. They're still one of the larger companies out there providing phones.
Wait, they were one of the largest ones for smartphones, and then Apple basically came in and
trounced all them all to nothingness. Last thing is, before we go to break, is that this is by Forbes. Crucial about the cloud, why it doesn't matter.
Yeah, see, I wasn't able to bring that up earlier, but I was going to mention that one because that actually kind of goes with our topic from a few weeks ago when we had actually talked about the cloud.
Yes. And it basically talks about how, people don't know, most people don't know about the cloud, but 1,000 Americans surveyed, more than half initially reported that they've never used it. However, further questioning revealed 95% of those who surveyed do actually use popular cloud services like Gmail, iTunes, and Amazon. And I coughed up I have a frog. So it just reiterates that people they don't know what they're using, which creates a problem, because if you don't know where your data is being stored, how do you know where your data is? How do you get your data? So or if there's a problem, say you're an ambassador and whatnot, and you're keeping your stuff on Gmail, and your documents have very vital national security things. But the server is sitting in, I don't know, Buenos Aires, and the Buenos Aires has the right to look through anything there. Well, you just violated so many, national security laws. If you don't know, you don't know, but you should know.
Right. Exactly. So it's good to know, especially technology can be used both ways, and I think we've mentioned this in the past. It can be used for good and bad, or both at the same time.
Yes.
The Google Now was only actually just one of many things that Google had announced. Yesterday, Google Maps is going to be getting a complete redesign of the page. They also announced a music subscription service.
Does everybody have to have a music subscription service?
Apparently, because it's going to stream. It's going to be streaming service like Pandora and Spotify and Radio.
Never heard of the Radio one. That was a new one to me.
It's going to be called Google Play All Access, and they've already signed, I believe, at least 3 music distribution companies onto the service.
Well, it's Google, so they'll get everybody because they have some cash. They could just buy those companies and say, "You're now ours."
Right. That's probably, I think, one of the biggest announcements that came out of that yesterday. Google Play will cost $9.99 a month after a 1-month free trial.
That's not bad.
Right. But unlike Spotify and Pandora, there is no free version.
Yeah. Pay or no? Pay. There is no pay.
And they also completely redesigned their Google Plus pages.
So people actually will use them?
Maybe.
I get lost on the Plus pages. The Hangout's cool.
The Hangout is cool, and the Hangout is actually a place where you can do video. Basically, it is a Hangout. Literally, it is a Hangout. You can do video. You can do a whiteboard. It's free.
There's a game on there. I think you can find other games you can play with people. It's kind of cool.
There's a whole bunch of things, right? Not just games, but there's a whole bunch. So you can create a Google Plus page. It had originally started where you can only be invited by another Google Pluser, but now anybody can join. So it's definitely something you want to check out.
Yep.
And join. Most of the folks on it are techies, but as more and more folks are added, it's turning into more of a, well, I should say it's not turning into a Facebook because you don't have everybody and their brother and their sister and everything before that.
Cousin, Aunt Louie. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, we're going to take a break right now, so we'll be right back.
Email is critical for business. In fact, it's revolutionized the way we conduct business. But when it's not working or optimized, it causes major problems. Did you know that 1/3 of in-house email outages last more than 24 hours? Many businesses say sales numbers are impacted after only 1 hour without email. And today's workforces are more virtual than ever, requiring instant access to email, up-to-date calendars, contacts, and tasks from anywhere at any time. But not all email is worth your time. It's estimated that more than 80% of email is spam. So the question is, are you managing your email, or is your email managing you?
Call the Computer Tamers at 860-456-1310 or visit thecomputertamers.com.
Okay, bagel? Check. Coffee? Oh yeah, check. Hey, did the Sox win last night? Let's see. Oh, come on. This thing is so slow. This is just ridiculous.
Tired of your computer wasting your valuable time? Then it's time to get it tamed from the Stone Mountain Consultants. They can remote right in and get it up to speed. Call them at 276-664-1476 or visit their website at smc.io.
Do you enjoy our radio shows?
Help us stay on the air.
Right now, both Mish and Jaison pay for this show out of their own pockets.
If you would like to help bring our helpful shows, please consider donating or sponsoring us.
Help keep our internet broadcast running. Go on over to our website at www.smc.io and click the donate button, or email us at help@smc.io to sponsor.
Again, that's www.smc.io.
And welcome back to the Tech Lunch Roundtable. I am Mish. Jaison is here somewhere in ethereal land.
Oh yeah, you betcha I'm here.
Yeah, you betcha.
Our weekly poll is still from last week, but on our website, if you go to smc.io in the upper right-hand corner, there is a section for weekly poll. Feel free to go out. It's free, so feel free to go out and answer the question. Just wanted to mention that to everybody.
You can mention anything.
All right. Today I am wearing clothes.
That's always a good thing.
So today's topic is productivity software, really. The biggest one, of course, being Microsoft Office. So we're going to kind of cover the history of Microsoft Office, hopefully not too much detail, but how it is the #1 productivity suite software out there, but not the only one.
Mm-hmm. Do you want me to go into history, or do you want me to bypass history?
We'll quickly do the history.
I'll see if I can do it better this time. Okay. Back in caveman times, we had something called typewriters. That was word processing. They made electronic processors, word processors, which were electronic typewriters. They started adding more functionality to the point when the computer came around, the PC, you had basically word processing software. Amongst the first versions were the WordPerfect.
Yep.
And they even had a second one. They did it themselves too. WordPerfect, and
there was another one.
Yes, it was actually graphical.
Or Quirk Express or something.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I remember the first one was WordPerfect, which has been around forever, and they're still around. These programs were, and Word was out there too. Word came out probably in the I'd say mid-'80s, after 3.1 came out, Windows 3.1. Once that came out, they were like, oh, cool. But what happened then was they started needing to do more things to it. So, like, you want to do spreadsheets, which is basically a ledger. So they added Excel, WordPerfect calls theirs, I think, productivity, actually.
Yeah.
And different versions. So what happened was, what Office really is, it's just a bundle of programs that does different tasks for usually business-related or productivity, so you can keep track of things. Word or a word processor took care of doing letters, mailings, like the new ones can do, like, envelopes, whole 9 yards. You can even get a plug-in that actually puts the postage right on it as you print it, which is kind of cool. Then you have the Excel, which is basically what's it called, a ledger or a spreadsheet. And then they came out with like Publisher, which is basically a desktop publishing. So it allows you to make booklets and newsletters and papers and do all that kind of cool stuff. Then they came out with, actually they may have come out with this one before the Publisher, but it's hard to tell when they came out with things, is PowerPoint. PowerPoint is a presentation. Basically allows you to make little slides, because those are the rage, and still are. And people still get those little jokes. These are awesome, and you can get PowerPoint presentations like that. The only reason why PowerPoint and all of them got, everybody thinks, oh, that's the only one you have, is because Microsoft being Microsoft, their products are the best, and that's what they generally push. People usually don't know of a lot of this stuff, the alternatives, because that's what's in a sense. It's kind of like, how many people know of like Kyocera when they make copiers? When you think of a copier, it's a Xerox machine. The actual name is kind of goes with it. Like I couldn't think of another one anyway. What happened was all these programs were separate. You bought them all individually, like $120 a piece. They've gone down in price, like $90 and whatnot. So what they did was Office, or a suite, was basically a compilation of all the different programs and different arrangements. Our first version of Office came on, 50 floppy disks and about 30 books. And because back in this day, they actually gave you books. They didn't just give you a CD, here's your book. You get to print it on your own and waste your paper and ink. Then they came out with Office 95, which was on a CD. Thank God. And I think it still came with some books. I think they hadn't finally given up on people's reading abilities. They have now, but at the time of what they did was they basically boiled down the Office experience down to basically these 6 programs. Like they had Access, which is like a Excel document, but it's a database, so it can be crossed. You can put in different information. You actually can put actual files in. It's pretty powerful, but it's a pain in the butt actually if anybody actually uses it or worked with it. I hate it with a passion. Let's see. That is basic history. Now the different versions that have been around and still are around here, we'll go over after this break, so we'll be right back.
Do you have a small business? Do you have a hobby that you want to share with others? You need your own website. It's not as complicated as you think. A website is much, much more than having a simple Facebook page. You don't own or control what you post on Facebook. Did you know that? With your own website, you control and maintain your own content. It's all yours. We here at Stone Mountain Consultants can help you from the start in creating your own space on the information superhighway. We can help you create your own domain, start up your website. We can even help you maintain it. Call Stone Mountain Consultants at 276-664-1476 or check out our website at smc.io. Again, that's 276-664-1476 or check out our website at smc.io. We'll be more than happy to help.
Email is critical for business. In fact, it's revolutionized the way we conduct business. But when it's not working or optimized, it causes major problems. Did you know that 1/3 of in-house email outages last more than 24 hours? Many businesses say sales numbers are impacted after only 1 hour without email. And today's workforces are more virtual than ever, requiring instant access to email, up-to-date calendars, contacts, and tasks from anywhere at any time. But not all email is worth your time. It's estimated that more than 80% of email is spam. So the question is, are you managing your email, or is your email managing you?
Call the Computer Tamers at 860-456-1310 or visit thecomputertamers.com.
Welcome back to the Technology Roundtable. We are talking about Office in productivity and whatnot.
And trying to get our messaging program working on our computers.
Yes. Trying to find something that doesn't need the internet to work. Which there are actually ICQ.
Yeah, I do believe so.
Yes, ICQ. Well, actually, you were able to do local chat, and but the local chat once the internet became a big thing, ICQ went away. I think they're still around, but it's mostly just internet-based things, kind of like MSN Messenger or whatnot.
Right. Anyhow, so yeah, our this is the TechCrunch Roundtable. We are the Stone Mountain Consultants. Our website is smc.io. That is our website where we list all of our services. We do provide, of course, consultant services to folks who are pretty much anything in technology, computers or tablets, mobile phones, websites. Websites is a big one.
Yes, this is true.
And so is email, actually, is a big one. We actually had a radio show 2 weeks ago, maybe, I think.
Yes, sir.
On email and how important email is, and a lot of folks actually use email like a chat program, actually.
Yeah. And when they don't get a message back right away, they're like, no! Why are you emailing back? It's like, we have, okay, bye.
So, we do everything there. You can click on our services. We even do remote in services for that. We can remote in and kind of keep you up to speed on your computer. We can remote into your computer and take care of pretty much anything remotely, thanks to the internet.
The interweb? Or they lost too?
What else? Our show notes are also on our website as well if you click on shows. Our call-in number, I think you have it there, and up on your HUD display.
Heads up display? You mean the 818-739-8894? Yes, that's the number. So we're continuing on talking about Office programs and the productivity. And Jason, what was the program that I forgot?
Harvard Graphics was one of the first, I think, graphical display. WYSIWYG, what they say. It's what you see is what you get.
I remember that. Long time ago.
Now, one thing that always,
Lubes?
I shouldn't say always, what confuses a lot of folks is
the fact that it's not Windows.
The fact that it's not Windows and that it doesn't always come with computers. We'll commonly ask, what version of Office do you have in your computer, and they might go,
I have XP on Windows. Not the same thing.
Right, Office, again, when we say Office, we are usually referring to Microsoft Office. It's a completely separate program.
Completely.
It may not come with a new computer. When you do get it on a computer, it's either a paid version, or it is a trial version, or the new, started last year, I think, there is a free version of Microsoft Office, which is called the Starter Edition.
Which actually just discontinued for 2013.
Oh, they did?
Because they said too many people are using it. Apparently, when a popular product is made inexpensive, too many people using it means that they didn't get their $1 billion this week, so they're like, oh, no. That's why I see it will be up on the show notes that we're talking about it. The Starter Edition, now you can find it on their website anymore. They're jerks. But that's Microsoft.
This is true. So,
continue on your...
That's something you want to be careful of is the... Windows is the operating system, and Office is the productivity software program or programs. So it's called a suite.
Pardon you.
If you get, there's Office 2003, then you have Office 2010, and then lastly, you are just now starting to see Office 2013. One of the...
Which, by the way, blows.
It's not that great. what it does do is it integrates the cloud in with it. You can create a live account, I guess that's what they call it, but you'll be able to sync up your documents to your computer and basically the cloud.
It's supposed to work hand in hand with Windows 8 with all the whole, that's why Windows 8, when you turn on, well, you need to create a cloud account in order to make a username. It's like, blow it out your butthole. Stupid internet. Sorry.
Right. Well, yeah, and even Windows 8 is more cloud. They have apps and all that, which is sort of like what the iPhone and even Android is. You download these.
Yeah, exactly. And and the cloud is can be, like we talked about earlier, it can be a good thing. But when you are reliant on the cloud for everything, you are reliant on the cloud for everything. So if you lose the internet, it's slow, or you just have Usenet, you can't do anything. That's why, the reason why Jason and I are actually looking around, because we're on our two computers. We want to chat between each other and just tell us, we have 5 minutes till break time. Well, if we have to rely on the internet, we're boned. So we're finding an alternative that doesn't use the cloud. So it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing.
That's the big addition to Office 2013, but like Mish was saying, there are programs out there if you don't want to spend money. If you're an average user, that just does, a document here or there, a letter, then some of these free programs may work just fine for you. For example, Office, OpenOffice is probably the biggest one. OpenOffice is a free open source programs actually, and they have special names to their products. The word processing program.
Oh, you know them. Okay, this is good.
Microsoft Word is called OpenOffice Writer. And I think their spreadsheet programs are called Spreadsheets.
Wow.
And their PowerPoint one is called Draw. But it is free.
And its only detriment is?
It requires Java.
With belows for security.
And that's because they can offer. Java is a common programming language that someone can write a program in Java, and that program will work, or in theory works, on Apple's and Windows and even Linux computers. That's in theory it works. I don't know if it really works. In fact, I don't think it really works that way.
Yeah.
But anyways, OpenOffice, on our show notes there will be links to download these programs. There's also, I think, a link that we put on there for additions to, listing all of them. There's a whole bunch, and there are free ones. You can have more than one copy on your computer if you find, what we tell folks, if you're, if they say, I'll write a letter once or twice a month or something like that, then we usually suggest OpenOffice. It's better than even buying the cheapest version of Office, which is roughly $149, I think. If they find I don't like it, you can then get Office, and you can keep both of them on there. And they can read documents from either program. They're compatible. If you're a more advanced user, then you may want to stick with Office. And if you've been using Office for years and you're an advanced user, like you use advanced spreadsheets and stuff like that, and mail mergers and all that, you may want to stick with Microsoft Office, because when you convert stuff over to another program, you lose some of those special additions. Yes. And then, and there are, let's see, for iOS, there's, what's it called? There is a limited version of their suite. They have made it available for the iOS, so you can, in a limited form, edit documents and so forth. And I thought there was going to be, and I actually forgot my iPhone, but I thought there was going to be a Office version for iOS.
That's what I heard too. The 2013, where they were supposed to make something an offline version of Office for the iPhone to allow you to edit documents and whatnot. And that's like one of the apps I have. I mean, it's nothing special, but it's called File Manager, and it has a small, because I have Excel documents and Word documents in there, and even PDFs. And I'll go into one, and you can click on it, and you can load it, and we can't edit it. That's the only problem. You can't edit, so it's kind of like one of those things. But a lot of times you have viewers.
There are viewers where you don't have to buy the full program. You can download a viewer and view it online. Not online, but on your computer, like PowerPoint has a viewer. A couple of the other major productivity suites, well, not really suites, but productivity programs would be a financial program like QuickBooks.
Yes, this is true. QuickBooks, let's see. I mean, there's pretty much anything that you have on your computer that allows you to either a database or do any kind of work. I mean, even your email system would be considered a productivity suite. Let's see, what do I have on? Other than QuickBooks, what do I have? I have a bunch of tools.
And like any program, QuickBooks, Office, WordPerfect, as each new version comes out, it usually gets what we call bloated. It's called bloatware. They add a lot of features that you don't necessarily use. And that's one of the issues a lot of folks have. You know, they may only use it for a few things, but it has like thousands of other features. So when you hear the term bloatware, that's what that typically means. It means a piece of software that has a lot of extra stuff to it that isn't really needed. That's why it can take forever to load.
I have many of customers who have that. One of the things also that many people should be aware of with regards to the different productivity software like Office is the price. People think that, when they see that the Office is, they see a free version, or they see like a version of Office with like Work Suite, which is a baby brother version of Office, is like $60, and I think that, well, Office should be that much. But in reality, Office is a very expensive software. I mean, Office, the full version, Pro, which comes with pretty much all the different things, is about $500.
Right, that's the professional version.
Yes. And now, say you went with standard, which is Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, I think that's it. That one's like $200. So it's less, but that's still a good hunk of change to dole out for it. And a lot of people are like, well, I'll just get the free version. But the free version doesn't have all the capabilities of the paid versions. So OpenOffice can't do some of the mail merge stuff. I think it's the edits, the review or edit, or what is it called? Markup.
Track changes.
Yeah, track changes. Markup and track changes. So that, there's a lot of functionality that are in the main Office brands that you won't be able to do. But you get used to it after a while and whatnot. But, let's see, anything else? But there are a lot of cloud-based Office programs that are free, like Google Docs is a free one. Even the Microsoft Office 365, which is not free, it's actually email and Office, but that's like what, $10 a month. So that would get expensive after the first couple, maybe a year of doing that, and that's all you're doing is Office. But there's so many different types. The best ones, unfortunately, are the Microsoft ones, just because they work the best. Not as with regards to price, they don't work the greatest, but hey, that's what you get. Okay, we're going to be taking a small break right now. We'll be right back after these messages.
Did you know that each year 1 in 10 laptops are lost or stolen? 1 in 4 computers suffer data loss, and 7 in 10 firms with major data loss go under. Never risk your critical data files on undependable manual backups or inferior data storage solutions. Face it, data loss is a fact of life. It's not if you're going to lose your data, it's when. Protect your business with the most secure and reliable backup solution available. The single most valuable business insurance you can buy is just a click or a phone call away. Call Stone Mountain Consultants at 276-664-1476 or check out their website at smc.io. That's smc.io.
Do you have a small business? Do you have a hobby that you want to share with others? You need your own website. It's not as complicated as you think. A website is much, much more than having a simple Facebook page. You don't own or control what you post on Facebook. Did you know that? With your own website, you control and maintain your own content. It's all yours. We here at Stone Mountain Consultants can help you from the start in creating your own space on the information superhighway. We can help you create your own domain, start up your website. We can even help you maintain it. Call Stone Mountain Consultants at 276-664-1476 or check out our website at smc.io. Again, that's 276-664-1476 or check out our website at smc.io. We'll be more than happy to help.
Welcome back to the Tech Lunch Roundtable. I am Mish, that's Jaison, and Jaison, tell us about us.
Stone Mountain Consultants.
That was a bad segue, but whatever. Continue.
We, of course, are a consulting firm where we put together and work with you on anything really technology related. In the past, it really was just computers, fixing computers, viruses on computers, and stuff like that. But now that's actually has moved on over to anything technology related, smartphones, tablets. You know, people are purchasing. In fact, we had a radio show on this a couple weeks ago, I think. You know, buying a laptop or a computer or a tablet. More and more folks are getting a secondary or even a third type of computing device where they can take it with them. But networking, setting up secure networks, wiring, web hosting, email hosting, web development. We, of course, can remote into your computer and take care of pretty much anything, you know, with high-speed internet. Most folks are familiar with that nowadays. Pretty much everybody does it now with high-speed internet. You know, a lot of people's companies' IT department, or if you're working from home, will remote into your computer and take over from there and fix whatever the issue is. And of course, with remote ins, you know, they can't remote in at any time. Well, maybe the IT folks for a big, large corporation if you're using one of their own laptops, but for people like us, you know, you actually have to specifically give us access to the internet.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the things that also is about the well, what we do often is tell you exactly what you. A lot of people don't like hearing like their computer's a piece of junk and not worth repairing, but we'll tell you that don't put money into this, and it'll be like, which basically we give you the no nonsense. Basically, it's not worth it, but it's up to you. And a lot of times people will appreciate it, the fact that we do tell them, you know, you want to do all this, and this. It's like, you really need to do all that? No, because they maybe want to have a budget and they want to do all this extra stuff, or they want to buy the super duper computer and all of a sudden they're buying an ultimate gaming machine just to do Excel spreadsheets.
We've seen that happen, actually.
Yes, it's like, no, you don't need to spend $2,000 on a computer just to do spreadsheets. I mean, you can. You want to waste money? I mean, you can be the government.
It's true.
It's true. Anyways, so, what other things do we do, Jason?
You can go to our website and check it out.
smc.io.
That's a quick way. Or you could, if you feel like typing, it could be stonemountainconsultants.com.
That works too.
We do have a forum on our website called Tech Talk, which we kind of just started up. It's kind of sparse at the moment, but you can certainly go in there and chat about anything or ask questions about anything. Mish and I are usually there.
Yep.
Watching it out. Pretty much anybody can join. In fact, anybody can.
Yes.
We were looking to have a chat program on our website, but we figured this forum would be just as good.
Yeah.
We have a section there for our podcasts, Blog Talk and RBN.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a place for Help Me, which if you've got a question about your computer or anything, you can certainly post it there. And
you do not have to be from Virginia or Connecticut. You
Anywhere.
can be anywhere. And you can actually say, my computer's doing this. Okay, it's doing this, and I'll tell you exactly what's wrong. You're the government.
Exactly.
Are you in Europe? Do you need an adapter?
So you can listen to us on the Republic Broadcasting Network. Actually, we're not on this Sunday. We're doing a repeat this Sunday, but we'll be back next Thursday here on Blog Talk Radio at 1 o'clock Eastern Time to talk about tech news and our subject of the week, which is usually technology related.
Very good. So we'll see you next week.